What's up guys, it's Michael Dove with a video on microphones, USB versus XLR. Let's jump right in. What I'm gonna start off with first is the USB microphone. Now this is cheaper, if you say, in some cases, more than the XLR microphones. And the reason why is this is a beginner's type microphone. You know, they might say studio. I'm trying to think, do I ever use it? I might use it on like mixtapes and stuff. I'm on the road. This is USB microphones, in my opinion. The condenser form we're talking about here is the perfect on-the-road microphone, on-the-road studio, especially for the beginner. So, we'll jump right in. Boom. The most commonly used one is the Samson CO1U microphone right here. Now, this microphone, I actually use this. This is my second microphone I ever owned. I did not buy it. I had my wonderful friend, it was like a sister to me, Victoria. She bought it for me. But this wonderful thing here, it's got some weight to it, but this thing is beautiful. It has some nice sound. As you can see, it is USB right there, and it plugs right into your computer. No additional plugins or software, no interface. It goes straight into your computer and you can start recording. Microphones are essential, you know, when it comes to recording. It's all about what do you want. Personally, I like to use this on vocals and drums and acoustics. This is best used, in my opinion, for drums and acoustics. Vocals is okay, but the thing you will run into, because this is every bit of 80 bucks, the thing you will run into is it has noise. We call it background noise. And, I mean, it's not too much of a problem if you know how to do that, but stay tuned for another video that I will post, and it will be on how to get rid of that hissing noise in the back of your microphone. But back to the subject, it does produce hissing noise. It all depends on what you want. If it's a quiet song, like a very slow song, you might as well not even use this. If it's a loud song, you won't even know there's hissing noise in here, especially after my other video that will teach you how to take it out. So, going back to this video, I mean this microphone has a green button right here. Every time you see the green thing on, it is able to record. So if you're in your recording program, you're like, well, how come I don't see the green light on? It's probably because you haven't armed the track for recording and selected it for the CO1U microphone. Now, this microphone can be used perfect for voiceovers, studio recording. It could be used for a whole bunch of other things. So I'm not telling you to go get the Samson CO1U, but I'm saying as far as USB microphones go, for the point of this video, this is a great microphone to have. I definitely recommend it. It'll definitely give you good stuff. Key thing is, on your mixer to turn it down, on your mixer on your program, turn it down, and be at least, I would say, this far away from your microphone, because this thing has a loud pickup ratio on here. The large diaphragm helps it a lot, and it's hypercardioed pattern, but just make sure when you're getting this, make sure that you know. So if you can test this out, please test it out. Make sure it's good for what you have to do, but this is a great microphone. It comes with this little carrying case, and I use it quite frequently for drums. And this is like my go-to for drums and stuff. So also, an additional thing I would get with the Samson CO1U is the SP01 shock mount by Samson that is fitted directly for it. So when it sits in, it looks pretty cool, and it isolates it. So if somehow the stand gets hit, it won't be heard in your recording. So make sure you check that out, the SP01 filter. And for those people in Europe, it does come with a Euro boom piece. So heads up on that. Moving on to your XLR microphones. Now your XLRs are the higher end ones, and I do not have those with me today, higher end ones, but sure, you have Blue microphones, AKG, just to name a few, and those microphones are really good. Now the big misconception that I even had with it is, instead of XLR, will I have any background noise like the USB? You will, if you have a bad microphone, XLR cable. So if you have a bad XLR cable, you will have noise. It's just the thing. You get a really good one, about a $50 cable, you're not really going to have any noise. So, moving into what it looks like. MXL, I believe it's the 750. Let me open it up. No, it's the 770. I bought this baby on my own. The first real microphone I've ever bought. A real XLR. I was super happy the day it came in. It sounds so great. This is not a review on it. I'll do a mini review, but this is just for the sake of things. So, this has the same amount of weight to it as the other one. But as you can see, it has 3 prongs. 3 prongs in there. Those is the XLR cable, where the XLR cable goes. I don't know if you can see it because it's black, but there's a diaphragm in here and it's beautiful. A nice gold finish, and it has a bass cut, 0 dB to negative 10 dB. That is important for people with loud voices that like to be right up on the microphone. If your person, even if they're back, because what I recommend for this is if you're right here, you're talking, perfect. But if you have a loud voice, cut the switch, just like that. And you have a bass response too, a roll-off bass response. So if the person has a flat EQ, switch it over here. If the person has a low EQ, switch it over there. I personally keep it on the flat one, and I keep it on 0 decibels because I will adjust everything in the mixer myself. But XLRs are great. I use this for performances you can use this live, you can use this in the studio, which is, I recommend you use it in the studio. XLRs, these are great for singers, but only like solo in the studio. So I would say, like, if you're doing your verse in the studio, use something like this, pointed like this. But all microphones don't have to be like this to get great noise. Some of them are like this, some of them are like that. You gotta look on your microphone and look it up, do some research, and see what's best for it. XLR microphones are the best. They should be taken quite a bit of care to keep it, because they can last for a long time. You see mine is in a case right now. As soon as I'm done, I just put it in the case, and I close it, and I'm great to go. This is the shock mount for it. It is just like the other shock mount, except this one has a nice pinchy thing to where I can open and put the microphone in. This is also a great isolation tool for stuff of that other nature. And that's about it. So to sum this whole video all up, what is best, XLR or USB? Well, there's 2 things. Everyone who, I'm sure this is not the first video you've seen. There's gonna be one that says, oh, USB is the way to go, or there's gonna be XLR is the way to go. It all depends on what's your budget, because your budget determines the way to go. But like the ones I showed you today, the Samsung is $80. I believe this one was like $75. I mean, it wasn't bad at all. So they're right around the same area. You can't really ask for more when you get something like this. XLR, I definitely would use that in the studio. On the road, I would definitely use USB. But that's just my opinion. And I hope you guys liked the video. And give it a thumbs up if you want to. If you don't like it, let me know in the comments why. And if you need any questions, you got any questions, put it in the bottom. I'll make sure I'll get to them as soon as possible. Thank you. It's Michael Dove. And if you like my stuff, and with things that I do on my channel, click right here to subscribe so you can be the first to know. And if you want to see my last video, click right here. And if you want to see the link to this MXL, click right here. And if you want to see the CO1U microphone by Samsung, click right here. Thank you guys so much. Michael Dove. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.